television, tablets, and texting, screens are everywhere.
Screens are here to stay, and to some extent, people need to use them for communication, schoolwork, and increasingly daily work.
However, a recent study raised some red flags when it comes to how excessive screen time could influence children 9 to 11 years old.
Every hour that they spent on screens actually was associated with a slightly higher risk of future suicidal behaviors.
The study looked at more than 11,000 kids in the U.S. Participants reported an average of 4 hours of total screen time per day. Each additional hour of total screen time was then associated with a 9% increased risk of suicidal behaviors when followed up 2 years later. While these numbers might sound alarming at face value, experts caution not to jump to any conclusions.
I think the jury is still out as to whether or not screen time causes suicide and mental health, or potentially kids who already are depressed are just using screens more.
With others saying there can be benefits to screen time.
They mentioned multiplayer games as potentially being a source of bullying, but could also be a source of social interaction and uplift and connection and an important benefit. So it really isn't about the screens. It's about what's happening on the screens and what are you doing with them.
Regardless, when it comes to healthy screen time, caregivers have a leading role to play for modeling good habits.
Avoiding screen time, particularly before bedtime, or having screen-free times during family meals so that you can focus on eating.
And creating connection wherever possible.
One of the really interesting things that's come up in this research year after year is that kids don't report wanting to spend all of their time playing on their iPads or watching TV or YouTube videos. They talk about wanting to spend more time with family, with grandparents.
Katherine Ward, Global News, Toronto.